Welcome to weaponseducation.com. I have to say I'm disappointed with Mr. Ed Brown. I'm going to be bold in this video and tell you exactly what happened. Maybe some of you know, I doubt it. I purchased my second Ed Brown, a Special Forces, 2 days prior to going to SHOT Show 2012 at the Venetian in Las Vegas. And we know what these guns cost. They're pricey. My Cobra carry with tax and everything was like $3,000, and the Special Forces is no slouch either. I just bought it 2 days prior to my trip, and I've been talking about Ed Brown and his firearms highly for the last 3, 4, 5 months, and I think I probably sold a lot of guns for him. As a matter of fact, I know I did, 10 or 12. So I get to SHOT Show, and that was one of the booths I wanted to go to. I knew he was there, and I'm going to tell you the story exactly how it took place. It was very disappointing. Of all of the experiences I had at SHOT Show 2012, this one was like throwing salt on a wound, and it was like a dagger in my back, personally, because I've just been vouching for him for so long. You've seen the Les Bear video where he was just so kind and nice and receptive. He's just was so appreciative. If you've seen Les Bear at the last few seconds of the video, shaking my hand, thank you, thanks man, really appreciate that. Really a good guy, Mr. Les Bear. So now I get to the Ed Brown booth, and he's there. I knew he was going to be there, and this is a huge place, by the way, so it's hard for me to get these videos. So when I'm there, I want to do the video. So I see him sitting there talking to somebody in a lounge chair in the back. So I'm patient. I'm waiting like 20 minutes until they stop their conversation just a little bit, and I go like this, and he walks up. He goes, "Yeah, what do you want?" Well, I give him a chance. I said, "Okay, Mr. Brown, here is my broadcast badge, which allows me to record, and I would like to promote Ed Brown." I said, "Mr. Brown, I've been purchasing your firearms now. I just bought my second one last week, and my viewers have also been purchasing some firearms, and other channels caught on and purchased some of your firearms." And he goes, "Yeah, so what do you want?" And I started to realize he's got a little bit of an attitude. I said, "Well, sir, what I want to do is promote Ed Brown and your firearms. Do you have 3 minutes, 4 minutes to just discuss and promote to the whole wide world all about your firearms?" He goes, "Come back later." "Okay, I'll come back later." As you can see, I'm in a meeting, he goes. I'm in a meeting. He was chatting with that guy in the chair. So this place is huge. So I'm running around doing booth reviews. People are being very receptive and all the other booth reviews. So I come all the way back. I kept saying to my camera people, "We got to go back to Mr. Ed Brown." I come back to Mr. Ed Brown second time. He's still chatting with that guy. I said, "I don't want to disturb him. I want to be respectful." He's still, I guess, in a meeting, is what he calls it. Then I come back the third time. He's still in a meeting. I come back a fourth time. He's still talking to that guy. It just turns out it's just his buddy. They're just sitting there talking. He's ignoring most people. So then I went like this. I said, "Mr. Brown, I was here earlier, and you said to come back later." He goes, "I said you can come back later, but I didn't say I would do an interview with you." I said, "I respect that, sir." I said, "Let me explain myself. I'm weaponseducation.com, and I have a lot of viewers, and other channels can pick up this video." He goes, "I never heard of Weapons Education." I said, "All right, well, maybe you heard of Hickok 45. "I never heard of Hickok 45. I said, "Well, he's done a video on your firearm way back when and touted you. I bet he sold a lot of guns for you. And Hickok's my friend, Greg." And he goes, "No, never heard of the guy, just don't simply care." I said, "Sir, with all due respect," and I'm being very polite, very etiquette. I said, "Do you realize there's an online gun community?" And I said, "It's called the internet." In a respectful way. I said, "Mr. Brown, there's an online gun community who want to hear your thoughts about your firearms. Why they are what they are, the quality, and this, that, and the other." He goes, "I just don't care." He goes, "Guess what? My firearms are sold out for this whole year. We can't build them fast enough." I said, congratulations in this economy today, and your business is flourishing, it's doing so well. I'm sure you want to talk about that. He goes, what's your name? And he was talking with an attitude. I said, my name is Tom. Like I said, I'm weapons education. And he goes, let me tell you this. I simply do not care about publicity. I don't care about the internet. I don't care about gun communities. He goes, you guys do what you want out there in your gun community. Well, now my heart starts palpitating. And now, I mean, I'm a human being too. I mean, I went back like 3 times to chat with this gentleman who I've cherished up until this moment. And I said, Mr. Brown, there could be ramifications for you not being so polite towards me. He goes, so? I said, well, I know you're sold out for 2012, but what if a video like this, like I'm doing right this second, what if a negative video comes out and goes viral and production for the following year goes down? No, it's not going to go down. It's not going to go down. I said, sir, can we just please do a 3-minute video? He goes, I have no control of the content. Like he yelled at me. I said, Mr. Brown, what I'll do is turn the camera on and just simply say hello and goodbye. I will simply introduce you as this is Mr. Ed Brown, and you control all the content, and I'll just say goodbye. So you do control the content. Because I am not in a position to do an interview when I am not on my home turf. That's what he said. I said, Mr. Ed Brown, you are in your own booth. If this is not your turf, what is? It's not like we're on some street corner somewhere. And he looks at me and he goes, what do you want from me? I said, sir, I just want to promote you. 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 2 minutes, 90 seconds. Just say hello and smile. He goes, I can't control the content, and I don't like the way this is going. And I'm in a meeting. He's sitting there with his buddy, some guy with some beard down here, looking all scruffy, wearing sneakers. I am just so disappointed in you, Mr. Ed Brown. You owe me an apology. You owe the gun community an apology. You owe everybody an apology who's purchased your firearm and spent $2,000, $3,000 for your gun. You do not care about publicity. You think you are better than everybody else. You are rude. And I will never buy one of your firearms again. I'm telling you right now, I will never buy an Ed Brown firearm again. I will discuss the Special Forces in the future and do videos on it. I must say, they are excellent firearms and super high quality. But if I'm going to buy a high-end 1911 in the future, it's going to be a Les Baer. And I see Les Baer passing up Mr. Ed Brown. And I see Les Baer's company skyrocketing, and I see Ed Brown's company going down the tubes over the next 3 years because the internet gun community is going to put them down. Unless, I'm asking you now, Mr. Ed Brown, I want an apology. I went back to your booth at least 3 times and was very respectful to you, and you were very disrespectful to me. And there was no one else disrespectful to me except for you. And all I wanted to do was promote you. Here is the short little clip. You can tell I was a little flustered. You can see him turning his back on me. And he had a chip on his shoulder, and he was acting like, well, he said this also. He goes, well, I'll do a snapshot with you. I'm like, oh, I don't want a picture with you. I want a video. I want to record you. I want to promote your company. He goes, I'll do a snapshot with you. That's as much as you get from me. So that's it. That's the truth. And Ed Brown, you can take your company and then you know what to do with it. I'm never buying one of your firearms again. I want an apology. This is my direct request to you, Mr. Brown. My email is right on my homepage. You can send me a message through my YouTube channel. I request an apology. You owe me one. That's what a man does. And we can clean the slate. And there was witnesses there. They've seen it. Some people wanted to vomit. They were so nauseous over his attitude. He was that bad. Okay, I think I said enough about him. Here's a little short clip. But by the way, I tried, and I tried, and I tried. Please support me. Welcome to weaponseducation.com.
Quick moment, I said.
I'm at the Ed Brown booth, SHOT Show 2012.
I was like,
I'm going to just scroll down the line and show you some of the Ed Browns they have here.
Because I wear it all the time.
As you know, I'm a big fan of Ed Brown.
Well, good to see you.
He is here, but he doesn't want to be on camera. So I just figured I'd show you the guns. This is a nice one here. $7,000. Beautiful guns. And that's Mr. Ed Brown himself.
Is this your? Yes.
There's the booth. I pushed him hard for an interview. He just doesn't want to do it. He's doing photos with everybody.